Good evening, Gun Freak Nation. It's the President, T Electric, and I have a question for you. It's 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. You sleep, but you awakened by the sound of your door being kicked in or your window being smashed out, and you get up out of bed and you realize that somebody is breaking in on you. You don't have any firearms, no guns whatsoever. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up your cell phone and you're going to dial 911. But my question to you is, after you dial 911 and you talk to the operator, you know, and she's going to try to tell you to, I guess, hide, or you're going to have to try. Ain't no doubt about it, you're going to have to hide. But she's going to ask you, can you identify? She's going to put you in danger. She's going to be like, do you know the people? Do you recognize the people? Can you identify the people? How many are the perpetrators? How many are they? Are they armed? You know, and you can't, in a situation like that, you can't risk exposing yourself, because I'm gonna tell you something. If they coming in when they know you home, they got nothing but bad intentions. I mean, when I say bad intentions, they coming in to confront you, to violently confront you. And they're going to be armed. No doubt about it. They're going to be armed. So my question to you, if you're watching this video and you don't have a firearm, what would you do in that situation? You want to hide? You want to go in your closet and hide and pray that they don't find you? Or you want to slide underneath your bed? What are you going to do in that situation? I mean, it's a hell of a it's a situation that you don't want to find yourself in, because they are going to target you at gunpoint, and you're going to have to do whatever they tell you to do if you want to survive. Because nowadays, these savages that break in your home, it's all about death and destruction. It's all about terrorizing you. It's all about having control, and it's all about raping you. And nowadays, it doesn't even matter whether it's female or male. They are going to rape you. They're going to rape you. They're going to make you get down on your knees and get to sucking their dicks. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, people. If this language is too harsh, then you need to accept it. For the fact of the matter is, if you can accept this hard language, then how the hell are you going to accept a person, a savage, making you suck their dick and lick their asshole and all that shit? It ain't going to be pretty either when they do that shit to you. So I'm giving you the real. I'm telling you right now, if you are not armed, then you are not ready. Every day. Let me give you some background. I live in Detroit. I live in the so-called hood. And every day, all I see on the news and online is shootings, the violence. I've never, ever seen a summer this fucking violent, man, where it's shootings. Just the other week, a cop was killed right around the corner from me, a police officer. They're having his funeral tomorrow. You know, they found another cop that was retired. They found his remains in the same goddamn park that I've been to several times. They found them in a park. you know, in the wooded area of the park. So I'm just trying to get y'all to understand, because there's a lot of people that still walking around with their eyes closed, and they don't know no better because their neighborhood might be a little bit better, or some people just don't believe in having guns, period. And I'm telling you, it's a necessity that you must have to prepare, because don't think it cannot happen to you. I know somebody that was like, T, you crazy, man. You done went stir crazy. Look at all them guns you got. And, man, what you need all them guns for? Well, first of all, I love guns. And ain't nothing wrong with collecting guns. That's number one. Number two, all my shit is legal. I have my CPL, my license to carry. You know, I'm prepared. And even somebody, if I'm slipping, a savage could still get the drop on me. But they would talk all that shit, you know, and I'd be like, man, look, you need to be armed. And they'll look at me like I was crazy, man, you know, like it could never happen to them. Well, guess what, y'all? It did happen to them. A home invasion was pulled on them. He didn't have a gun to protect himself or his girlfriend. And guess what happened? Savages ran up in there, made both of them lay down. Then the savages made them strip butt booty naked. The dirty sons of bitches. And guess what they did? They took their fingers and they violated them with their fingers. Now you tell me what type of nasty, filthy, freaky motherfucker will make a man and a woman strip down naked and then violate them with their fingers, stick their fingers in their assholes and in her pussy. You understand? So this is the type of savagery that I'm talking about. So after they got fingered, then they got raped. They got fucking raped, man. They forced them to have sex with each other. And then after they videotaped it, then they videotaped them making them suck their dicks. And then they raped them. It's ridiculous. Even kids are savages nowadays, goddammit. I know y'all heard about the 73-year-old that was beat to death in Philadelphia by 7 juveniles. I think the oldest one may have been 14 years old, 14 or 15. They only don't count 2 of the savages so far. Man, the breakdown in lawlessness in the country is, I've never seen it to this degree. Where you can't even really go outside and go to a fucking gas station to to refuel your car, up. You can't even go to a restaurant nowadays without having to look over your shoulder. And these fucking savages, fuck the home invasions, like I said, you can't even go outside no more hardly. You can't even really go out at places where it's a large crowd set. Look what happened in Illinois, right next door to Chicago. The crazy motherfucker that shot up the 4th of July parade, man. These fucking savages, man, I'm going to tell you something now. It's good to have you one of these, but it's even better to have you one of these right here. It's even better. Or I prefer my Draco. This the one-hitter critter right here. The 7.62 by 39. This is even better. Better than the MP5 I have. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say, people, is You got to be armed, and you got to be ready, because it's something in this country that, I mean, it's evil, pure evil, and it's tearing the soul of the country. It's ripping it apart, and you got these fucking politicians that think the answer to every time when it's a mass shooting or just violence, period, they want to blame the gun. You know what I'm saying? And it is guns that's being used, but what they fail to understand is they thinking that banning all guns, even us law-abiding citizens, they want to take the guns away from us. Because guess what? A criminal, a fucking savage, is not going to voluntarily give up their illegal guns. So the only outcome, if they go to passing these fucking anti-gun laws, is the law-abiding citizens, is going to suffer and be hurt from that shit. They want to disarm us, and then you know who's pro gun control? The fucking elite, the wealthy, and the fucking savages, the criminals. Because that's all they want to do is hit a soft target. Why you think that grocery store in Buffalo, New York was hit by that racist savage? Because he knew he would have the least amount of resistance when he go up in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I in my backpack video, someone, made a comment. Well, T, having a handgun would be better because, you drawing from your holster and you don't have time to, to grab, grab your gun out the backpack. And that's why I say, listen, I'm gonna make an example. The armed guard, the retired police officer that was at that grocery store in Buffalo, he had a gun, right? And he drew from his holster, and he actually landed a shot. But the fucking savage had on body armor. So my thing is this: learn from the mistakes of that situation, because if he would have had a backpack gun, and I still recommend a heavy hitter like a Draco or a 300 Blackout or some type of AR-15 pistol that shoot 5.56. I recommend that instead of something like this, because this is just a glorified, 9mm. You still get more accuracy out of it because you get you get a better aim from it, but the 9mm is not gonna hit you with that knockout power. It ain't gonna really, especially if you got on body armor, it ain't gonna really fuck with you like that. No, this on the other hand, even if you got on body armor, you gonna feel this shit. Trust me, it's gonna knock you on your ass. So, say for example, you at the grocery store and you got a fucking savage walking in with body armor on and an AR-15, you're not gonna want to engage that savage with your handgun right here. You're not going to want to engage him. You want to engage him, you got to be tactical about it. If you hear the gunshots, and clearly you can hear the sound of the type of gun that's being used. An AR going to be way, way louder than a handgun. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to want to remove yourself, conceal yourself from the situation, and then deploy your backpack gun, and then you can even up the fight. Because I guarantee you, if that fucking racist savage in Buffalo, New York would have been hit with a 7.62 by 39, he would have moved the fuck out the way. Because this motherfucking round right here, and let me show you something. And I'm going to tell y'all something too. This fucking 10mm ain't no joke either. This is a fucking 10mm. This will knock a bear on this ass. But still, you look at this. Wait a minute, hold on. It's a difference between the two, y'all. This motherfucker right here, rifle rounds, and this is pistol rounds. You want to hit a motherfucker that got body armor with this right here. This gonna fuck him up, especially if you aim for, his legs or his dick or, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get hit by this. Even with fucking body armor, you're not gonna want to get hit by that 7.62. You're just not gonna want to be hit by it regardless. But what I'm saying is, you want to deploy this, and then it balances it out, it equalizes. You going down range with that, shooting back at his ass, he gonna get his stinking ass out the way, because he ain't gonna want to get hit by that. So that's the reason why I say, if you can, and if you can afford it, get you a backpack gun, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Those people on that fateful day at that grocery store, you think they knew that was going to be their last day going shopping? You think when they was laying there dying, gasping, taking their last breath, that was going to happen? And what's so fucked up, you got the government, New York City, the governor, and all these fucking politicians, man, the blood of those peoples are on their hands, because they making it difficult for people to arm themselves, to protect themselves. That's why I say these fucking shitty ass Democrats, man, the Democrat-run cities, they ain't nothing but they full of crime. They fucking shitholes, and they wanna disarm people and keep people victims. And you cannot, and I repeat this, you cannot depend on the police. Look at Uvalde, for example. Y'all saw the video by now. I hope y'all seen the video of those fucking cowards. If they can't even come to the aid, if they can't even come to the defense of innocent children and teachers, then what the hell make you think that they would come to your defense? I've heard of stories where once, when you say that it's shooting involved, that the cops purposely, here in Detroit, I know that to be a fact. If you tell them that it's guns involved in a situation that's going down, they take their time on purpose. Because some of them is just scared, and they ain't trying to pull up on a violent situation where it's guns involved and shootings and shit. I remember I was involved in a situation years ago. I mean, I wasn't directly involved, but I witnessed the shit. You had about 40 people in the middle of the street with guns, fighting and shit. And the police, when it was called, man, they didn't come out till like an hour and 45 minutes later. So, you got to remember that you are the first line of the first responder, and you are responsible for defending your life and protecting your family. You are. And these savages, they have gotten tactical. Like I say, they got Dracos, they got AR-15s, they got on body armor, and more than likely, it's going to be up to 4 to 8 of them invading your house. They're getting tactical. They're in wolf packs now. We got gangs of them, just wolf packs. And they being tactical. They going in the back of your house, pulling your meter, because they know most security systems is run off of Wi-Fi and run off of some type of electricity, the power. So the first thing they doing is they pulling your meter, and then they lining up at your back door, at your side door, and even at your front door. And they gonna kick it in. And if you don't have a fucking gun to get them stinking rotten bastards off of you, then you just another fucking victim. And they gonna do horrible things to you. And if you a woman and you got your own place and you live by yourself, please get you some security. But first and foremost, get you a gun. And every time when you lay down in your bedroom, you make sure that fucking bedroom door is locked and reinforced. And you have your gun on the side of your bed on your nightstand. Because when them funky motherfuckers try to kick in your door to rape you and do horrible things to you, they'll wake you up kicking in your door and you got your gun. And hell, man, I wouldn't even give them motherfuckers time to kick in my door. I'll go to busting shots right through the motherfucking door. The police, and the sad thing is, the police might even try to lock you up for that. Because they'll say that they wasn't no threat. Even though them motherfuckers done broke in your house, in your home, and they're in the middle of kicking in your door. So, because of the fucking laws being pro-savage, pro-criminal, let them motherfuckers come on in. Me personally, though, I will shoot right through that motherfucking door and let them motherfuckers know, you come in here, you gonna get some more. But the way the law is set up, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to prosecute you on that. So if you do let them kick that door in, as soon as they breach your door, your bedroom door, you open up on their motherfucking asses. And I say aim center mass. And if that ain't stopping them, that means they got some fucking body armor. So you want to go from center mass to their face. They can't put no body armor on their face. Or you want to aim for their thighs or for their dicks. That's what you go for. They don't want to get shot right there. They're going to bleed out. So I'm trying to tell y'all right now, there's some devils out there, some demonic people out there. Their sole purpose is to wake up in the morning and figure out who they gonna rob and who they potentially gonna kill. You got motherfuckers that's just pure evil. It's the way they mind is wired up. And then you got motherfuckers that's trying to feed their drug habits because they dope fiends. And ain't nothing more dangerous than a fucking desperate dope fiend, a crack addict, a heroin addict, a fentanyl addict. Them motherfuckers will do anything, and they violent, and they so fucking high, and some of them they already high. So a lot of people, hey man, get you a shotgun, click click, and they're gonna turn their funky asses around and around. Don't bet your life on that. Be ready to kill a motherfucker if they trying to kill you. If it's enough of them and they know it's only one of you, they might just be ballsy enough, brave enough to fight it out with you, shoot it out with you. Because they want them drugs. They want the money. They want you. They get off on this type of shit. They want to rape you. It ain't about really if it's a dope head it is, but it's a whole new breed of savage out there that just want to play they got the God syndrome where they want to just look, motherfucker, get on your hands and knees and beg me. And if you want to come out of this alive, you're going to do everything I tell you to do. Even if I want you to suck my stinking ass, nasty ass toenails, my toes, nigga, you going to do that. You going to do it. You going to suck my motherfucking toes. And after you done with that, you going to suck my dirty, sweaty ass, stinking ass balls. Then my dick. And then guess what? Once I come in your fucking mouth, then I'm gonna come in your booty hole and in your bitch's pussy. If you wanna live, motherfucker. We dealing with crazy, evil, perverted savages like that. Don't ever think that shit cannot happen to you. So you need to get you one of these. Do the best that you can. Everybody can't afford to go out, buy a $1,200, $1,300, gun. But anything is better than nothing. I'm begging y'all. You got to be able to protect yourself. Because if you go down, then the rest of the family, man, they don't stand a chance. Unless you train them too, But there's so much evil every day. 2 people got shot at a fucking park tonight. I see it every day on my Ring app and on my Citizen app, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all now. I love y'all, Gun Freak Nation. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but there's some people that's watching this video right now that just don't want a gun for whatever reason, man. They either scared of them, they uncomfortable with them, or they just feel like they don't need one because they think that it's never going to happen to them, that they're never going to be victims. And you're wrong, sir. You're wrong, ma'am. It can happen to anybody. Hell, like I said, last week a police officer was just killed up the street from me by a savage that had one of these Dracos. You know? And it ain't the gun. It's the hands that the gun is in. And like I say, if the criminals got it, then guess what? I want it. I don't never want to be in a situation where I am outgunned. Some people love their shotguns, and I'm not knocking nobody because anything is better than nothing. But me, I love my tactical shotguns because they hold up to 14 rounds if I decide to go that route. But for the people that got the revolvers and the people that got the shotguns that only hold 6 or 7, good for you. But my thing is, if you got a whole gang of savages coming in and your gun only holds 6 rounds, and you got about 8 to 10 savages coming in, and they got AR-15s, they got AK-47s, you never want to put yourself at a tactical disadvantage. You know, you don't never want to put yourself in a situation where, damn, I got to make every one of these motherfucking shots count. Every time when I pull this trigger, it's got to land on a target. My shot got to land, goddammit, because if I miss, I'm fucked. And you're not gonna be able to say time out so I can reload my weapon. They gonna pounce on your ass. So that's why I say, you know, having something like this, you know, with 30 rounds of firepower, you know, this is when you got a group of savages, multiple savages coming in. This is what's gonna make them turn their funky, stinking asses around and do that U-turn. When you coming at their asses, when you coming at them like that, and they see that fucking Draco, and they know what that 7.62 round can do, this motherfucking round can tear off motherfucking body parts. You hear me? You will shred they fucking ass. And I'm not saying the shotgun is super deadly too. If you got some double R buck or some slugs for them thugs, hell yeah, to fuck them up. But this one, you got the capacity right here, man. You got 30 rounds versus having, you know, a regular traditional shotgun, 8 rounds or something like that, and you got multiple. You never want to be in a situation where you got the disadvantage and they got more firepower than you. You don't never want to be outgunned. This motherfucker right here is that equalizer right here. You feel me? But I love y'all, Gun Freak Nation. We over 16,000 now. Let's hit that 17,000. You know, get your merch. You know, the Gun Freak Nation t-shirts, the socks, you know, the coffee mugs, you know, the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about having where you can join for a monthly fee. They got that option now on YouTube, but I got to figure out the perks that, you know, that I would give you. And then, you know, I'm thinking about possibly starting another channel because a lot of y'all been hitting me up saying, T, you ain't your usual self. I miss your sexual jokes and all that stuff. I mean, it's all good. So maybe I might start a channel, you know, just for all you freaky motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, T Electric After Dark or some shit like that. I don't know. You know, I got a lot of shit planned, but the number one thing is I love y'all and I want y'all to be safe, man. At the end of the day, all we got is each other. We, the Second Amendment community, is looked down on. We looked at it as a bunch of crazies, gun freaks. And I'm proud to be a fucking gun freak. because I'm legal. We legal gun freaks, and we do whatever the fuck we want to do. But we are under attack. We got people that want to disarm us, so they can control us. Cause it's hard to control a group of people that's fucking armed. You feel me? But I love y'all. Gun Freak Nation, salute. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. Baby, we on top of the world. And I love y'all. Y'all stay armed. Y'all stay righteous. And y'all stay responsible. Salute y'all.